What's up, everybody? This is the second episode of the Infernal Gaming Podcast. I'm your host, Blaze Inferno. Today, I got two co-hosts with me. One of them is the most jacked Asian you'll ever see in your life. You know what I mean? Lives in the past. RiZiNG Rambo. Tell them what's up. Shout out your socials. All that good stuff. Let them know what you got going on over there.
Much appreciated, Inferno. Hey guys, it's RiZiNG Rambo. I have a social media. It's called Official Make It Kill It Gain It on Instagram. Please follow. Link will be in the description. Make It Kill It Gain It is all about motivating others and inspiring others to get back into the gym or being fit in general. And I want to return back to the community. And I want to help out others as best as I can to reach out. So again, I hope you guys follow and I hope my motivation videos could definitely help you guys out. A little thing about me is I do love playing games when I have the time, but working out wise, yeah, I balance them out here and there. Other than that, I'm going to pass the mic back to you, Inferno. Thank you.
All right. Make sure you go follow him. All the links will be in the description for this video. You know, his Instagram page and all that. My second co-host, I got my boy with me, man. He's a young boy, up and coming. If you watched any of my Twitch streams, you should be very familiar with him. Mr. Guundar, shout out your socials, man. Let them know a little bit about you, man.
Alright, yo, what's up, Blaze? As you know, I am Mr. Guundar. I stream on Twitch with you, here and there. I have it on Instagram. It's just my name. I don't really use it that often, so feel free to follow if you want. You can also follow me at, twitch.tv/ Mr. Guundar. Also follow the boy, Blaze X Inferno. And that's about it. Back to you.
Yeah. Same thing with him, y'all. Everything will be in the description for this video. Make sure you check both these guys out, man. They're good dudes. You know what I mean? And of course, like I said, I'm your host, Blaze Inferno. You can follow me on twitch.tv // Blaze X Inferno. You're watching this on YouTube already, so you should already have my YouTube. And follow me on Twitter at Blazed Inferno, all one word. Again, all of this will be in the description for this video / podcast / whatever. Make sure you subscribe. These podcasts are going to be coming, as we see fit, basically. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you hit that like button, support the show, all that. Share with your friends. We're going to get into this, man. We're going to get right into this, what we've been playing recently. Guundar, let us know, what you've been playing recently. He just got a PC, y'all, so he's probably been playing some new PC games over there. Let them know what you've been playing, man.
Alright, so PC-wise, all I've been playing is, some Valorant with a couple of friends. Basically just, CSGO with abilities if you ever play, CSGO. But currently I'm playing Nier Replicant, I think it was called. I don't really know much about the game, so just started, so I can't really tell you much. I also play, fighting games that go from fighters, Dragon Ball fighters, or MVC3, and but basically it. Back to you.
Okay. And Rambo, what you been playing, man?
Lately I've been playing Mass Effect, Legendary, and honestly, I could say is the most awesome game that I have been playing for the last 2 weeks now. Personally, for anybody that don't know Mass Effect or do, for the newcomers, Mass Effect, it's a somewhat RPG game, but it does have an amazing story in my personal opinion. Just my personal opinion. They did a lot of changes for Mass Effect 1. Those who play Mass Effect 1 back in the old era, the PS3 and 360, yeah, they changed a lot. So I would highly recommend you guys get the game when you get the chance. Definitely a must. If
Yes,
it's on
sir.
sale, definitely a must. Besides playing Mass Effect, I have been playing a little bit Call of Duty. Black Ops was called. What's the new zombie mode? Outbreak. Yeah, I like to play that. It's laid back, but again, back to Mass Effect. I'm just telling you guys, definitely get the game. Highly recommend.
Yes,
Um,
sir.
Blaze, do you want to say anything about what games you've been playing lately?
Well, me, been playing about the same. As y'all know from the last podcast, I beat Resident Evil 8. I haven't really touched it too much since I beat it, to be honest. I've been sinking all of my free time into either Mass Effect or Twitch, as y'all know. Follow me on Twitch at BlazedXInferno. But yeah, I've been spending a lot of my off time playing the Mass Effect Legendary Edition. I'm on Mass Effect 2 right now. I ran through Mass Effect 1 pretty fast because, as we all know, Mass Effect 2 is the GOAT of the Mass Effect series. It's the best one. I think I'm like maybe 20% into Mass Effect 2, and I've put probably 20 or so hours into, or no, I think I'm at like 16 hours into Mass Effect 2. So yeah, it's safe to say I'm sinking that time into that game. Mass Effect 1, I probably only put like 13 hours in on a full playthrough, just because, again, I just wanted to play Mass Effect 2. But that's pretty much what I've been playing. I haven't been playing a lot else. Like I said, I beat Resident Evil 8. Just kind of waiting for Skyward Sword on the Switch. Y'all already know. Music. Rambo, what have you been listening to, man? Just a little message for our viewers, you know. My man Rambo lives in the past. He listens to a lot of like old music, so for you younger guys, you know, he's stuck in the past, man. I wouldn't be surprised if he told me he listening to T.I. versus T.I.P. or like something even older than that. He listened to Genuine or something. But yo, Rambo, let him know, you know, what you've been listening to.
Recently I went back, blast from the past. You know, I gotta represent Lil Wayne when he was still in his prime back in the day with Birdman and all that other shit. Me and you had this conversation a while back, off the podcast. I was conflicted between Carter 2 and Carter 3 because they were good. But I was feeling it more of Carter 2 over 3, but for some reason 3 had a little touch right there. I don't know what it is, but Carter 2 had a lot in my personal opinion. And personally, that album was amazing. I don't care what people say. Carter 2 was the shit. 4 and 5, I wasn't feeling it, to be honest. I didn't like it. It was like but yeah, I fuck with Carter 2. I highly recommend for the little youngers generation. If y'all don't know who's Lil Wayne, or y'all probably do, but y'all act like y'all do, go listen to Carter 2. Y'all would not regret it. Compared to today's generation, y'all want to understand where Weezy was coming from. So definitely give it a try when you guys have time. Back to you, Blaze.
All right. That's a lot, man, but that's some good classic music right there. Everybody already knows Carter 2, one of my favorite albums of all time. So the fact that you're showing OG Wayne some love, that's always good.
Amen to that.
Guundar, what you been over there playing, man? What you been? I mean, not even playing. Damn. Oh my God, I'm losing my train of thought already, man. This God. Oh my God. What you been listening to over there, though, man?
Man, what I've been listening to is, Juice WRLD's, I think, his anniversary album, right?
Yeah, yup.
They did the remix of Lucid Dreams with Lil Uzi. be honest with you, I wasn't feeling it.
Yeah, I wasn't feeling it
Lil
either.
Uzi, I don't think he should have been on it. It just doesn't fit the vibe of the song. It just completely changes the whole vibe to it.
Yeah.
I think his other song, I don't remember what it was called, but I think his other song is pretty good too. Honestly,
764, I think it's called.
yeah, I think it's around that name.
Yeah.
But honestly, I also listen to like gaming OSTs. They hit different.
Yeah, can't go wrong with that. I ain't gonna lie. I was listening to Mad Game OSTs last night at work.
Yeah,
Like,
which one
It,
we're
it can go
listening
from
to?
like it can go from like sad songs to like some upbeat songs, and then you get all
yeah,
hyped.
yo,
It's good
I
listening.
was listening to Final Fantasy VII soundtrack last night.
Oh,
I was
Yeah.
listening to Halo 3 soundtrack. Halo 4 soundtrack is low key. Halo 4 soundtrack is pretty goddamn fire. That
you
shit's
ever listen?
fire.
You ever listen
Yeah.
to the DMC soundtrack?
Yeah.
Which one?
Yes.
Either
Yes.
from like what
Yes.
3 to
Oh
5.
yeah, of course.
Oh, you gotta add 3, 4, and 5. Like 3 is a must in my opinion.
Mhm.
Sorry to cut both of y'all off. You already know I work out at the gym every day. When I have a lack of motivation or just like I'm tired shit, yo, I put Devil May Cry a soundtrack on either 3 or 4. Especially 3. 'Cause 3 has some good touch. I like it. It just give me the amaze pump, man. I'll be that shit. Yeah, that shit hit you somewhere. Like you just know, like, all right, yo, I'm about to kill this shit real quick. Boom, 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 just like that. Definitely a must right there.
Yeah.
But what else you guys been listening to?
Well,
Like any
I've
like
been listening to. Well, to give you guys a kind of like a timestamp, the viewer timestamp. We recording this podcast Friday, June 4th. So, Fridays usually when the new albums drop. I was listening to Lil Baby and Lil Durk's Voice of the Heroes album. I didn't really thoroughly listen to it, but I liked what I listened to so far. It sounded really good. Lil Baby always come with them bars. That man is vicious. Durk held his own on a couple of them songs. The album that's been I've been listening to 2 albums like really all week. Young M.A., her album Off the Yak, that shit is fire. And I've been listening to on repeat all week. Her name is Bia. She did the song with that guy Russ. I can't think of the song, but that was like one of the first songs I ever heard by her. But something told me to like peep her album. It's called For Certain. I think it's an EP. It's 8 songs. It's like 20 minutes long. You can run through it pretty fast. But it is straight fire. It's just heavy bass. Every song. You gotta listen to it in the car. It's like just one of those albums that you gotta listen to in the car, man. But as far as music, that's what I've been listening to. Guundar, man, let me know what you've been watching. What you been watching lately?
Honestly, nothing much at the moment. I've only just recently watched the Demon Slayer movie, which is pretty good. It had really good animation.
Okay.
And I watched Mortal Kombat.
Still
It
ain't
was-
watched that.
It's not a great movie, but it's a fun watch. So you can hate on
Okay.
it and have fun while watching it. And I also
That
been
sounds
watching
good.
somewhat watching on and off the Tom McFarlane Spawn show.
Okay.
That's pretty much it.
What about you, Rambo? What you been watching, man?
I haven't really watched a lot of shows or anime in general. To be honest with you guys, lately, I have a busy schedule. As you know, I work overnight, pull like 8 to 10 hour shift, and sometime maybe 12, give or take. I go to the gym after work for 2 hours and a half, and come home, and I'll be gaming hard for like at least 3 to 4 hours. I try to catch up with like watching certain shows that I like. This one show called it's on CBS. It's called SWAT. It's featuring by Shamar Moore, if I said his last name right. But it's not a bad show. I like it. It's it's not a bad show. Again, I haven't watched really much television lately, so
Okay.
I,
Yeah, same with
I
me. I
yeah.
don't have anything to add to this section on this podcast because if you watch the last one, which I highly recommend, Pilot, I pretty much watched everything I wanted to watch. So I'm just kind of waiting for whatever next Disney miniseries comes out. I'm just looking forward to that. I still ain't watched the Mortal Kombat movie. I haven't felt the need to, and just that's pretty much it.
Didn't you say
So,
you were watching the Castlevania show?
oh, I want to, and then you told me it was 4 seasons. I'm like,
Yep.
yeah, I got some watching to do.
It's not long, so you can binge watch it pretty easily.
Yeah,
It does the game pretty well.
that's true.
It's a good game adaptation. It's really good.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it. I watched like part of the first season. What was that, back in like 2017? So
It came out a while ago.
yeah, I got a little bit of catching up to do.
Yeah, the first season is like 4 episodes. I think each other season has like 8.
Oh damn!
Yeah, it's not a long
It's a big
series.
jump. How long is each episode?
20 minutes, 20.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
That's not bad. All right, so on to the main topic, y'all. If you got this far, thank you for watching. But now we about to really do some debating because I got a good topic for y'all today. All right. I got an article from GameSpot, right? From a Guerrilla Games developer. Well, first to give you guys some more information. I don't know if you guys have watched the Horizon Western Front 13-minute gameplay. I think IGN posted it. If you haven't, go watch that. That game looks super good. I don't know, Rambo, Guundar, have y'all watched that? It was like 13 minutes long. Wasn't that much?
I have not. I did not get the chance to watch it yet, but I heard a lot of good reviews from people saying it's gonna be a good game. I haven't played Horizon, even though I have a PS4. Yes, I know I'm gonna have a little bit backlash, but y'all know, I be on my Xbox. Yes. A little thing about me is that yes, I bought the PS4 for 2 games. I'm sorry, Final Fantasy VII Remake and Shenmue 3. I beat 1 out of 2, and I never bothered to play the rest of the games. But again, back to the topic, Horizon. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to give that game a try one of these days.
Goats,
Like,
one of the PS4 goats, man. You're missing out. You're missing out.
yeah, I ain't gonna fraud. I know I'm missing out. I know that. So, damn me.
Well, gameplay looked really good. It was running on a PS5. It looked so animated, so anime. Like there's this one point where like Aloy charges the shield. The spear she uses. She puts something into the spear and like did this like cool little animation. It was really nice. But a Guerrilla Games developer has said, and this is an article I got from GameSpot, has said that Horizon Forbidden West will be coming to the PS4. And he also stated that the PS4 version will look fantastic. Now, I bring this topic to you guys because this is a really good topic, man. This is a really good topic. As we move on with this year, we're starting to see a lot of games that look like they were meant to be PS5 exclusives still come out on the PS4. We have the new God of War. They pushed that back to 2022, I think. I think they pushed that back to 2022. I'm not sure. I'm not entirely sure. But they just announced that will be coming out for PS4. Now we all know why this is happening. We all know why. This is because it's very hard to get a PS5 right now. So, they don't want to just keep everything exclusive to the PS5 because people like me, Guundar has a PS5. I do not, right? If they make everything a PS5 exclusive, it's just going to be, you're just cutting off the fan base. You're limiting yourself to sales, stuff like that. But also, we see the task at hand at, can these games really run as good as they do on PS4 as they do on PS5? Because that game looked gorgeous on PS5, man. Like, it looked ridiculous. So, my question to you two is this. With all these games coming to the PS4, do you think that they'll run just as well on the PS5 or look as good as they do on the... I know obviously it won't, because most of these games are running at 4K, 60 frames or higher. I think what does the PS5 even run on?
What do you mean?
Like how many frames?
It runs at 60, but if
All
you
right.
have a good monitor, that's like, that can... Okay, hold on. If it's compatibility with HDMI 2.0, it can run 120.
Oh, damn.
Yes.
Damn, okay. So my question to you guys is, do you think the PS4 port of these games be playable? Because we've seen it with other games, Cyberpunk being the one that I'm talking about, that the game was not optimized for what is now the last gen PS4, Xbox One. What do you think, Guundar? Do you think that the PS4 version of Horizon Western Front will run decent on the PS4 at 720p, 30 frames per second? I think it's 30 frames.
Yes, I do think I honestly do believe it will look as good, but like you said, 30 frames per second, it probably won't feel as good compared to like PS5 or PC.
Yeah.
It's like if it can do a good enough job as Ghost of Tsushima, because that game looks beautiful even on base PS4.
Yeah.
If they can do something like that or even better, then it's a win.
Yeah, if y'all watched my last podcast, I played Resident Evil 8 on the base PS4 and it looked amazing. Like I said, I had no graphical issues. I had no crashes. The game looked beautiful. Like, I can only imagine what that game looks like on a PS5. I can only imagine.
Imagine it on a PC.
I don't want to. I can imagine it on PS5. But Guundar also made a good point off of this podcast. With these games coming out on PS4, I'm gonna let you say, because this was your point, and it was a very good point.
Well, my point was, off the podcast was, if we're getting these games, for the PS4, are we really getting a next gen experience? That was my point.
And that's a good point, man. That's a very good point because, like I said, the lifespan of the PS4 was the PS3 was I guess I forget when it came out, but I know it ended 2015. Like, you couldn't play Witcher 3 on a PS3. You couldn't play Witcher 3 on an Xbox 360. You couldn't play Black Ops 3 on a 360. Well, you could. It was just a multiplayer. Yeah, it was just a multiplayer. It's a very downgraded, downscaled, no co-op, nothing.
It ran like a potato.
It
looked like a potato.
Yeah, I've never seen what it looked like, but I can only imagine what it looked like.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
I feel like this generation, well, this last generation that we just saw, um, PS4 and the Xbox One, I felt like it was meant to end, like maybe like this year. I feel like the PS5 and the Xbox Series X are pushing the edge of the consoles already in the beginning of their lifespan. So I feel like a lot of these games are pushing just the bill. And we're gonna see when these games really like clock in to the next generation, we're gonna really see, all right, the difference between the PS4 version and the the PS4 version and the PS5 version. But I think for right now, it's safe to say that a lot of these games are gonna run fairly good on the PS4. Like Cyberpunk was just a mess. Plus, it's a huge game. So when we start to see more games like, Cyberpunk being introduced again, maybe like a game like Starfield or something, or the Elder Scrolls 6, those games might not run good or even at all on a base PS4. You'll probably have to experience those games only on the new generation, or what they call the current gen right now. But to answer your question, I don't think we're in the next generation yet. I'm damn sure not. I'm still playing everything that comes out on PS4. I have a Xbox Series S, but that's my Halo console. I don't play anything else on that but Halo. So it's probably safe to say that we won't get a true next gen experience until possibly the end of 2022. Like I can see 2022's Call of Duty game being like just only on PS5, PC, and Series X and S. But Rambo, what you think about that, man? What do you think?
I feel like what you said is true. Like, I felt like the last gen, like this current gen that we have right now, the Xbox One and the PS4 should have been in the last year as we speak. But since COVID hit, I feel like, this gave the other companies ideas, like, all right, you know what, we could stretch it out, maybe give it like another year or two, probably, in my personal opinion, probably 2 to 3 more years for the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4, just so they could see, all right, well, since that is out, this will give them more time to focus on the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series. I'm not going to call it Xbox XS, whatever the hell they call it. I'm just going to call it the Xbox Series. I feel like they're going to make a second version of it by like, oh, well, the last current gen was missing this, that, lacking on that. And then when we released the PS5 and the Xbox Series, a lot of people saying, oh, it didn't run well. At first it did. I feel like they're going to come out with a Pro. Like, give it a year or two. And I did talk to you about this a while back, Inferno, that I feel like that's how they're gonna play it. They're gonna.
I see it, but I don't see it that soon. I definitely don't see it that soon.
I would say, like, again, in my personal opinion, I would say, like, this is how it plays out. Like, for example, the Xbox One, how bulky it was when it first being introduced at back in 2013 or something like that. Microsoft conference, whatever, and a lot of people didn't like it. Now everybody bought it, but there were some issues with it. So Microsoft was like, all right, well, we're gonna find out what's up with it. And that's when they're like, all right, now we come out with Xbox One S, a little bit better version of it. They waited for like another 2 to 3 years. They started leasing out, like, little Easter egg, like, oh yeah, we're gonna show you guys more. And then they started throwing hints. that's where the Xbox One X came in. Now again, Inferno, you know how I feel. Like, I already told you how I feel about the Xbox Series and the Xbox One X in general. The Xbox One X is just a fucking prototype of the Xbox Series S, the one that you have. It's
Yeah.
pretty much it. That's what it is. That's why when I sat there, I'm like, there's no point of me getting. This is also related to Guundar's topic too. There's no point of me getting the new gen right now in a minute, because personally, one, there's hardly any games that are out right now. I mean, yeah, you got Mass Effect, Resident Evil 8, and you got some games that are being imported towards the new console. Like Rainbow Six Siege was one of them, which I was surprised. And what else? What other games? I think God of War. I could be wrong. No, not God of War, but there was a Halo. My fault. Halo was one of them. But I feel like, again, I'm not really getting a new experience of a gaming console if I'm gonna buy something new. I'd rather just wait it out, give it a year or two. Yes, a year or two, because there's rarely any games coming out right now for the new gens. And everybody's just on their toes. They want to get it, which, again, nothing wrong. It's your money. Go buy it however you want to spend it. I just think, like, if my two console are working well, I'm gonna stick with it until I hear some new games until I start hearing like more games coming out. Then I'll decide to get which console.
Yeah.
With the PlayStation 5 or the Xbox Series. I don't know yet. It just depends which one has my interests, really.
Yeah.
Other than that, like, Guundar, he has a PS5, and I'm just gonna say this. I am jealous that he has a PS5, because one, I wanted to play the fucking Final Fantasy 7 remake, because all of a sudden Square X just decided to drop this on the ball on everyone. It's like, yeah, we made a new improvement here and there, and they added a DLC to it. So I'm just sitting here, I'm like, wow. So you could have add that to the PS4, which was, the graphics was amazing on the PS4. I'm just gonna tell y'all, it was amazing. Like, like how like Blaze mentioned about Cyberpunk 2027, whatever the game was. I'm sorry if I killed that game name, whatever. But the point was, the graphics in Final Fantasy 7 remake was amazing. Like, there was no glitches. There was no like delay here and there. It was amazing. It was running smooth, and honestly, I felt like I was playing a new gen. But even though it's just the game itself, like, how it's running, like, honestly, it all depends on the hardware. By the end of the day, I guess. I don't really have much to say about these new console right now as we speak. All I can say is, like, if you're willingly to go rush yourself to go buy yourself a new console, but God forbid, let's say 6 months to a year from now, they just announce like a pro console, you just wasted that much money just to get a new console. I again, this is my opinion, Blaze. I don't really have much to say about it, but I'm gonna end my topic right there. I'm gonna pass the mic back to you.
All right. Well, Too Long didn't read version of that was, no, it's not the right time to buy a next gen console. Guundar, what you think about your own topic?
Oh, about what I said. Honestly, I don't know, because I have both. I don't really know what to think. The difference is, pretty drastic. It's like what Ray said, Rainbow on PS4. It's a lot different on the PS5. It looks a lot better, it plays smoother. Just, I can't really speak from people's point of views anymore, because I have both, or I am so next gen, so it's hard to have see how people think. I don't really know what to say about that.
Well, let me ask you this, Guundar. Like, when you first bought the PS5, right? Let me ask you, what was your first thought when you were gonna play, some of the games that you say you bought? Like, put it aside with the PS4 and the PS5. What was the difference? Did you see anything difference? Yeah, we can look up on YouTube and all that, from other YouTubers talking about, oh yeah, this and that. But let's be real, like, was there like certain things that you dislike when you were playing on your PS5? Was there like any type of delays, this and that, like, anything that you felt like did it feel like a PS4 in your personal opinion? That's why I'm asking you.
Honestly, no. I think the PS5 is a major improvement from the PS4. Like I said, some games will run better, they feel better, or you might, some games might get the occasional, pre-upgrade to the PS5 version, because for some reason, PS5 versions allows you to play both PS4 and PS5 version, so frame rate could be better. Just the looks better. Thing is, menuing is a little bit more weird. It's complicated, a lot more complicated than it needs to be. PS4 it was just few button presses from like joining a party. Now it's just like, alright, press this, press the name, press the group chat. Now you're in. I don't think it needed to be that. It's a small thing, but it's just a little not needed. And I also miss themes, because you don't have themes for PS5 anymore.
Really? No themes?
You can't have any themes.
Oh, that's kind of corny. Do you think they're gonna bring out an update later on in the future? Because I feel like that's what they're gonna do. Like, not to cut you off for a minute. I'm just gonna add my 2 cents. I feel like for a theme, I feel like they're gonna like just add it in the later long run, probably a year, or maybe no, not a year, maybe like in a couple months. Because I guess like they're not too focused on the PS5. I could be wrong, but I know it's like, again, like I said earlier, I feel like there's not enough games focused on the newer console. That could be it. To answer your question, of course.
Yeah, I agree. It's not really much to go for, because sometimes I'm just looking through the store. It's like, alright, what games are improved for the PS5 that I could play? And there's not really much to go for. It's like, what you could play Call of Duty, but that can only get you so far for entertainment. And Call of Duty's Call of Duty doesn't really look that much drastically different. Excuse me. Or story game like campaigns. Horizon, I think that looks a lot better on the PS5. It just looks a lot different, in my opinion, at least. What do you think, Blaze?
I personally think like we just need to take our time with this next generation. Like, this is what I personally think, all right? Like, y'all know me. I'm in a rush for this new console. I really want a PS5. Not only just, for myself, but to stream and all that. Because I need the power. I'm a console guy. I don't have a PC. I want to be able to stream at a higher quality and use the face camera and all that. But personally, me, man, I think as of right now, there's no reason to get a PS5 or an Xbox Series X. There's no games for either of them. I think, doesn't Ratchet and Clank come out?
Yes, it comes out the 11th.
Yeah. So I think for the most part, man, like, save your $500, keep it in your pocket. It's hard as hell to get anyway. Like, they're in stock for a minute and a half, and then that's it. I just think, personally, if you can get it, get it. But don't try to kill yourself to get one, man.
Yeah. Sorry to cut you off about that, Blaze. I remember you were dying for that console when you were dying for that. Like, but you were also hated that the fact that you find it, then you find out there's a scalpers. Yes, guys, be careful with scalpers. They can rip you off easily. Just be careful. They overpriced the shit out of these console during COVID. So if the console is like what, $400, $500, double the amount. That's how bad it was for most people wanted to get the PS5. But again, like I said to Blaze a while back, like, take the time, just weigh it out. Let COVID go by and let more games come out. You're just wasting more money and being in a rush that God forbid that you're playing the same graphics here and there on your old gen, just, better, probably. Again, it's just my personal opinion, Inferno.
Yeah. But that's that with that topic. I think that was a really good topic for the podcast. I got a few more, small articles that we could talk about, and then we could close this up. So, as we all know, E3 is next week.
Ooh.
We will be doing our third episode. Will be E3 predictions. We're going to basically talk about what we predict is going to be revealed at E3 next week. But we did get we were getting like leaks all throughout the week, or weeks leading up to the event. And the one thing that a lot of people have been talking about on and off on Twitter, everywhere, is the possibility of Nintendo introducing a Switch Pro. Now, the one thing I wanted to discuss with you two guys is how much you think that the Switch Pro is going to cost. Now, take into account that Nintendo always undersells the consoles. Every console they've ever had has been sold at a loss and not a profit. How much do you think that this new console is going to cost?
I believe it's going to cost around $400 to $450. Because I think they're going to try to step up their game with this console. Try to, get on par with PlayStation and Xbox.
I'm gonna have to say the same thing, but honestly, with $400 to $500 for the new Nintendo Switch Pro or whatever they are gonna call it, I feel like if they're really trying to be very competitive as console wise with PlayStation and Xbox, I'm sorry, personal opinion, Nintendo, y'all good and all, but I feel like that's more of a family thing, and you guys are good with handheld portable gaming console type of shit, like, in my personal opinion. But there with Microsoft and Sony, PlayStation and Xbox, I don't know, because do they have the power to be up there? Like, I'm not calling them weak. Like, do they have the performance what we could do? Like, for example, Call of Duty Warzone, or better yet, like Battlefield, Fortnite, or the list goes on. Like, I'm talking about a hard online cross-platform that we all play here and there. Like, there are some games that you could play this amount of players that a server could hold. Can Nintendo hold that up? That's my question. Because again, PC, they have no problem. They have a huge server of everyone could join this server, that server, and it's limited. Like, limit. Like, there's I'm sorry, not did I say limit? There's like unlimited. Like, you could join, for example, if Blaze Inferno had a modded lobby for Call of Duty, I don't know, like fucking Modern Warfare, and you shoot rubber bullets or paintball, you go to his server. Or if Guundar had a modded server for Call of Duty Modern Warfare in general, and his server was like playing Michael Myers, and you actually play Michael Myers, you join his server. Or if you wanted to join my server, everybody play, I don't know, like, God forbid, cops and robbers, some type of shit. I have the server. The question is, can Nintendo actually have the hardware to hold that up like the rest of the console, like PC?
I think so. I think this next.
My fault.
I think no, my fault. I think that if Nintendo does do like a Pro, or as Guundar called it, a new Nintendo Switch, because they like to just put new in front of things. I believe this thing's gonna be a handheld beast, man. I think it's gonna be a beast, and docked is gonna be even better. So now it's just we need the software, man. We need them to come a little harder with the software this time. Like we need the games. We need games. Where's the games at, man? Give us the games. But Guundar, you got anything to add to that?
I also think they should improve their hardware, such as controllers, the Joy-Cons, because as we all know, Joy-Cons can break themselves.
No, yeah, Joy-Con drift is crazy.
It's ridiculous, and they have not changed or tried to fix it whatsoever. I mean, they've tried with the 2.0, but that's not really the case, is it?
Yeah.
That's all I have to say.
I also think it's time that Nintendo improves their online service. It just feels too dated. It feels just old. Like I want a dedicated party chat and on the console itself. I don't want to have to use a phone app or whatever. I'm tired of the friend code shit. That's gotta go. I just think it's time for Nintendo to modernize. If you're really gonna put out a beast of a system, modernize it. That's all I got to say. But I also got a good question before we wrap this up. And I'm gonna direct this towards you, Guundar, because I know Rambo does not have a Switch. Do you believe, right, that there will be a Nintendo Switch Lite Pro? Because we gotta think, like, there is two different variants of the Nintendo Switch, and people actually prefer the Lite over the, base Nintendo Switch. Do you think we'll get a Lite Pro version of that console?
I don't think we'll get them at the same time.
That's true.
Because how well has the Lite done? How good is that?
I know a lot of people that have a Lite. My girlfriend's got a Lite.
Sales wise, how good was it?
That's something I'd have to look up. Let me look that up. I'm honestly gonna look that up because I'm curious.
Because if they do a Switch Pro, then I think they're gonna want it. They're gonna want them to focus on that Switch Pro, and then maybe later down the line they might do a Lite, like Pro Lite, new Switch Lite, whatever what they're gonna call it.
Yeah, the Switch Lite is sold about 1.95 million units worldwide, only 10 days after its launch. So that's pretty good. I say it's pretty good numbers.
Not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad at all.
Yeah, so I do think they'll release a new Nintendo Switch Lite, but I think they'll do it at least 1 or 2 years after, so they can let.
Yeah, because it was a while after the original Switch was out that we got a Lite.
Yeah, I think they're gonna let the Pro sit down for a while, let people see how it works, or see if any problems happen. Then they'll work on a Lite.
Yeah, we'll have to see, man. We'll definitely have to see. All right, another topic that I have for you guys. Battlefield 6. Battlefield 6. Are you guys excited for Battlefield 6? Man, I am. Because on June 9th, we're going to be getting some new information. I believe it's June 9th, about Battlefield 6. Just briefly, what do you guys think Battlefield 6 is going to take place in? You think we're getting a modern game, a World War II game, or some futuristic shit? I'm going to pass this over to Rambo. What you think?
Honestly, you really want to know? I want them to stick with the modern. Uh,
Yeah,
we
too.
got a lot. I'm kind of really getting tired of seeing a lot of futuristic type of shit right now. I got no problem, but every now and then I kind of want the modern, the modern age. Um,
Yeah.
I do have a little backlash on Battlefield. Yes, I'm gonna say this. The last two Battlefield was ass. Hardline was okay, I guess. I got nothing wrong with it, I guess. It was like, didn't feel like a Battlefield. It was more like cops and robber type of thing. Yeah, I could see where they're trying to throw it, but eh. But like I said, the other two Battlefield recently that came out, like for the last 3 years, 4 years, whatever, I didn't like them. Battlefield 1 was ass. Battlefield 5 was like, what? It just didn't feel like Battlefield in my personal
I
opinion.
like Battlefield
I mean,
5, man.
I don't know, but back to the question about the new Battlefield that is coming out, that rumors being said, like, oh, is it gonna be modern or is it gonna be futuristic? Honestly, stick with the modern. And if they are, I kind of want them. Are they gonna stick with the story with like with the Battlefield 3 storyline or the Battlefield 4 storyline? I'm that type of guy that enjoys the storylines. So that's my intake for this upcoming June 9th. I hope they have more information for it, because I really hope, really hope it better have a high expectation. Yes, I'm one of those people, because I did enjoy Battlefield 3 and 4 back in the 360 era. It was a good games. Good games. If who's new, the new generation, you guys missed out. Battlefield 3 was fun. Battlefield 4 was the shit. Just
Yeah, hell
personal
yeah.
preference. But just my personal reference, and Blaze Inferno could vouch for that. I know he was on that
Yup.
game. He
Battlefield 3 and Battlefield 4 were like, love those games.
yeah. Guundar, what do you think about it? Have you played any of these Battlefield games during the 360 PS3 eras?
No, I've not really ever played Battlefield. I've played like
Really?
once or twice throughout the like
Hmm.
few games he released. Like I played Battlefield 1. That was like the what era was that? Like the old era. I played
The
that like a couple of matches of those. I then played 3 couple of matches of those. But I was never really into Battlefield. I played Call of Duty more.
hmm. Now let me ask you. This is towards both of you guys. Um, what do you now? I know, Gundar, you say you're not really a big Battlefield type of guy, but that's cool. But I would still like to hear your opinion. Like, what do you want to feel for this kind of game? Like, everybody have different tastes of gaming. Even if you're new or old to the feeling of it, it's always a new experience.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pass this to Inferno, because I know he loves Battlefield. But when back in the day when we were going ham
Hell
on
yeah.
the 360, Inferno, what do you think that they should improve for this new Battlefield game that is coming out?
I just think it needs to be, all right, microtransactions need to just phase out, because at this point, I think the biggest problem a lot of people had with, Battlefield 1 is it like try to monetize everything. I even felt that way with like Battlefield 4, and like I didn't really play Hardline, but Battlefield 4, like they tried to monetize everything. Like I feel like just give us like a little season pass, or a little battle pass thing. Um, Let us buy into that $10. We get some free, skins and shit like that. But I really think the game needs to go back to a modern setting, and Call of Duty needs competition right now. I'm like kind of tired of Call of Duty. I hate to say it, like I'm just kind of tired. Like Modern Warfare was like really good, but I think like now, um, I feel like now like Activision's starting to feel themselves with these Call of Duty games. Like they know, like they're the only first-person shooter on the market that everybody wants to play, really. And they have everything. They got Warzone. They got, Black Ops going for them. If you don't like Black Ops, you can still play Modern Warfare. And like I said, they got Warzone, and everybody's playing Warzone. Me, I think Warzone has a lot of things that it needs to change. And until they change those things, I don't think I'm going to be playing. But it just needs to be competitive, man. Because I remember there was a time where, like, Activision used to sweat when a Battlefield game was announced. I remember, what was it, Modern Warfare 3 and Battlefield 3? Like, those two games are, like, in competition with each other. And it's like, it really made, Activision try, because Battlefield 3 looked like such a good game, and it was such a good game, that it had Activision say, like, oh shit, like, we gotta be competitive this time around. And that's all that's how I feel. I feel like it's time for Battlefield to really put the edge or put the boot on the neck of Activision and make them, like, really, because I don't think there's a ground war mode for Black Ops Cold War, and I don't even know why they took that shit out, man, because ground war was in Modern Warfare and it was so much fun, because it was like you basically got Battlefield while Battlefield sucked at the time, so it didn't feel like I needed Battlefield. Now I need Battlefield. I want Battlefield. Check out the next podcast. We're definitely going to be talking about that, because they're going to reveal that. We're definitely going to be talking about that on the next podcast. So be there, be square. Do you guys have anything else you want to add before we move on to the next topic?
Nope. Good.
No, I think everything what you said is true. So yeah, I'm good here.
All right. And I got one last topic before we end this off. I got one last, and I lost it. Oh man, I lost it. That's crazy. I knew it pertained to. Oh yeah. So we had a leak for Call of Duty the next season of Call of Duty. Quicksand. There's my article keeps going in and out. More operated and go back in. Yup, yeah, here we go. This is it. Quicksand. Me personally, I want to save this. I know we talked about this a little bit the other day, and it kind of branches off of what we just got done talking about. I played a lot of Season 2 Cold War, but I didn't play a lot of Season 3 Cold War. And I think it's because the way they trickle content to us with both Warzone and Cold War, like, I'm not feeling it no more. I think Season 4, it seems like, from a lot of these leaks, I heard like that we're supposed to be getting 4 new guns next season, and we're supposed to be getting a new zombies map, not an outbreak map, but like a die machine type map.
Hey, just adding my 2 cents. Sorry to cut you off. Don't bust on my zombie. Don't bust on my zombies. I fuck with zombies.
No, they about to give us a new zombies map from what I heard, because a lot of people were upset with Season 3 that they just gave us a new outbreak zombies map and not a new zombies experience. It just kind of, to me, it felt like like they half-ass shit. Like,
oh yeah,
yeah.
Best believe.
Yeah, I'm ready for them to, with Season 4, like, give us some content, man. Rework Warzone, Verdansk completely. Give us a new map. I'm tired of Verdansk. Like that, they threw a filter on it and was just like, oh, this is, the new Warzone map you guys wanted. Like, no, give us a new Warzone map. Give us a new zombies game mode, not just a new outbreaks map. Give us a new map in general. Rambo, go off. I know, zombies is your shit. I know you were disappointed that you didn't get another proper zombies map. How do you feel, man? How do you feel?
Honestly, like coming from, I'm a big Call of Duty zombie fan. All right, guys, just a little side note. FYI, those who ask me, have you played Black Ops 4 and all that zombie shit? No. All right, that's a disclaimer. I never played Black Ops 3 or 4 zombie, so we're gonna throw that shit out the window. But to answer Inferno's question, I felt like, damn, like, yo, what's up with the new maps? Because a lot of people, even me, even other YouTubers, were like, okay, well, this is what they've been saying, because they've been like delaying that on purpose to focus on Outbreak. Again, I do understand where they're coming from, but at the same time, there's so much you can't do and can do on Outbreak, because the objective is simple, real simple. It's three things: you either kill a high value target of a boss zombie, or defend some type of robot generator, or like you travel into another world another world and just defend yourself. And by all means, each maps are going to be random, so you're going to be doing the same thing, just random maps. I felt like, you guys should have gave us that whatever map that you promised. Some say that they want to hold that back off because, again, bugs and glitches. You've been hearing that when, what was it, I know me and Guundar played the new zombie map a while back. Well, what was it?
Firebase Z.
Yeah,
Firebase Z. I haven't even played that yet.
Oh, no, I'm gonna tell you, there was a lot of glitch, a lot of bugs, and a lot of loopholes that they were like, oh no, like you see on YouTube, and they're like, oh no. They started patching shit, like every 2 weeks. Then it became every week. Then it became just annoying as hell. Like like, for example, if you wanted to go to the teleporter, like it's right there, right above your head. Like you just have to go through this door. Back then, it didn't have a door. Like you could just walk up there and just like, okay, I went through the teleporter. All of a sudden, they're like, nope. Add like a barricade right there, pay like 1,000 points. Or like, somebody found another loophole, like do a knife jump. They're like, nope. They put like a little
I
invisible.
just see that. Yeah, I saw that.
So I feel like for them to do all that extra shit is just stupid. I mean, it's not stupid, but at the same time, I do get they're trying to balance it. But I am very disappointed with, oh, why you guys didn't just give us the map? Again, I feel like it could be more bugs and glitches that, they didn't want to keep patching it, and it just becomes a work. But that's the thing. That's your fucking job. Excuse my language, but that's your job. We're in the new gen, or old gen converting into the new gen. There we go. You guys are going, and this is a lot of software and hardware and just more power to these console in general. So I feel like these, it's not much of a fun game anymore. Like I can admit this, like after a while playing Blackout or Outbreak, whatever it's called, I kind of got bored, like at a certain time and point, because you're doing the same shit. Like once you got all your perks, your guns is already upgraded, you feel like you're God. Real shit. Feel like you're God. And which is nothing wrong. Yeah, you just run around killing zombie, but you could do that in the actual map too. I just think the little loss of it is that you're dragging us. I think they've been dragging us for the last 2 months now. You just been dragging us, and who to say that they're gonna release another map? I feel like they're gonna give us a half-ass map, and most of the viewers and probably me, if I don't like it, I'm gonna just tell you on this podcast or the next podcast. My fault. I might not like it. I'm just gonna be honest.
Yeah.
I see a lot of potential in that game. I do, especially for the zombie community. Like, honestly, this is the first time like me going on YouTube seeing like, yo, there's an actual zombie community. And yeah, there's a bunch of us out there, but it was like more impact now because Outbreak brought that whole entire thing out, in my personal opinion. Like,
Yeah.
everybody's like, oh yay, we could talk about this, that. Again, it's right now it's floating. It's not drifting anywhere. It's just floating.
Yeah.
And until we hear something new, I really don't have much to say, but I only expect a high expectation from them. So I'm hoping for that. I'm gonna pass this mic to you, Inferno.
Well, I'm gonna give it to Guundar, man. Like, what do you think Activision needs to improve when it comes to season 4 of Cold War and Warzone?
Listen to their players, because honestly, they I don't think they do. It's like they have, and they need to be more consistent, because if they have like Warzone, they have a gun that's broken for like 2 weeks or maybe even a month.
Yes, facts.
And then they don't fix it until like a month later.
It's facts.
Because everyone just uses the same gun. Warzone isn't fun. I've just grown to not like the loadouts anymore. It's like, yeah, you can have your favorite gun at all times, but it kind of defeats the purpose of the
Yeah, exactly. That's why I play Apex, and Apex is even. It's not like Apex is getting tired. I just need to learn it. I need to learn it. I definitely.
Sorry to cut you off. Inferno, I know you had problems, and I know Guundar did too. I know Inferno had a lot of problems with Warzone. I dropped out from Warzone after that. Like, I think what made me got tired of Warzone was that everybody make their own fucking gun, man. Like, it was fun and all, but after a while, it's like, god damn, man, I'm done with this game. You get sniped from like a far ass distance and don't even know where you're getting shot from.
Yeah,
I know you had some major bad experience on Warzone, Inferno. I know you definitely, and I know Guundar did too. I know he did. Like, what's your intake? I want to hear both take from your bad experience, and like, what do you wish that Activision or Treyarch or whoever is going to be doing this? What do you guys wish that they could do, like, from the pros and the cons, from your personal opinion, of course?
I just think like Guundar said, they need to listen to the community, and they just need to change the Warzone map. They need to give us 2 different type of Warzone modes. Give us the one with the cash, the loadout, just regular battle royale, and then just give us like a battle royale classic mode where there's no cash. You can't buy, you can't respawn. I don't mind that in like Apex or like other games like that you can respawn players, but it's like, just give me a classic battle royale experience. Like, let me go drop down. I don't want to start with a gun. Let me drop down, get a gun, and get to killing motherfuckers with the guns that are on the map. Let me use what's on the map. I don't want to buy a loadout. I just want to pick something up, run out there, and let's get it on, man. Let's get to killing. I'm not really into zombies like that, but I do think they kind of dropped the ball this season by only giving you guys another Outbreak map and not another true zombies map that continues the story and stuff like that. And we just need some more like permanent game modes. Like, I hate that, like, Face Off. It seems like Face Off, the 3v3 gunfight, those two modes, it's like whenever Activision feels like, oh, like this weekend, you can play 3v3. I'm not feeling that, man. I think we need to just keep it as permanent game modes, man. Give us more to do, because it's like I find myself more, less and less getting on Call of Duty now. It's like I look at it, I'm like, I would like to play that, but here's the bullshit that I gotta deal with. You know what I'm saying? But if you guys got nothing to add, I think that'll be it for that topic and pretty much the podcast. I think we can start wrapping this up.
Well, I think we're good.
What about you, Rambo? You got anything else to add?
The only thing I gotta say is that we gotta see how the fourth season for Call of Duty is gonna be like. To be honest, I don't really have much to say, but just like, for me, I'm a zombie player. I just want to see more content, but I also want to see more, like just better stuff to add it on to the zombie community. Because like Guundar said, they don't really listen to the players. They really don't. And I could totally relate to that, because I feel like, if we're issuing this problem, you guys should be on top of your game. And Infernal, it's like you said, they got too comfortable. They got real comfortable.
Yeah,
so
the only real competitive first person shooter. They need like I said, come on, EA. Come on, give us a good Battlefield game, man, and I'll gladly sink all my time into that and not even worry about the new Call of Duty, man.
I'm gonna say this, and I'm going to add my 2 cents. Like you said, they got the Call of Duty community got not the community, but the Call of Duty in general just got real comfortable. So I hope, and I'm not that type of guy to say, but I'm gonna just say it as it is. I hope Battlefield 6, come to the top, like take over Call of Duty's place. Because honestly, if you think about it, if they listen to the viewers, they're like, oh damn, man, we gotta improve. Yeah, you got to now, because it's like again, back in the 360 and PS3 era, when you have Modern Warfare 3 versus Battlefield 3, they were colliding. So it was like, it back to back. I want to see that from the Call of Duty, from Treyarch or Activision or whoever, to try to actually step up their game instead of half-assing like throughout the years. Again, that's just my personal opinion.
Yeah, there you have it on that. So, without further ado, I know this podcast, I don't think it's been that long. It's been a lengthy one, but I don't think it's been that long. We're gonna wrap it up. Thank you for tuning in on the second episode of the Infernal Gaming Podcast. Get comfortable with these two. Let us know in the comments, how you feel. I'm gonna be kind of rotating guests as we go along with this thing. Episode 3, I'm gonna just drop y'all a little podcast spoiler. Be on the lookout. Y'all might get 2 podcasts this week. Like I said, this was just, I want to introduce you guys slowly to the other podcast co-hosts that I will be having on here slowly. But this week you guys will probably get another podcast with our E3 predictions. Hopefully by, let's say this podcast drops on Monday, you guys will get another podcast by Friday, hopefully. But this has been episode 2 of the Infernal Gaming Podcast. Guundar, you got any closing statements to say before we wrap this up?
Make sure y'all subscribe to my boy, Blaze X Inferno. Follow his Twitch, there's YouTube. Make sure you check out, any further podcasts that are we releasing.
All right. That sounds good. And my boy Rambo, what you got to say, man? What you got to say?
I would want to say, Inferno, thank you for inviting me to your podcast. It was very interesting and a pleasure to be part of your podcast. Again, guys, this is RiZiNG Rambo. Please follow on my IG page, official Make It Kill It Gain It, and you guys will see other content throughout that page. Most of all, just a little life experience for you guys, or life lesson. Do not give up on yourself. Whatever you guys are going through, don't give up on yourself. Please don't sell yourself short. Most of all, stay safe, and we'll hear you guys next time. Back to you, Inferno.
And my closing statement for this is thank you for all the support that I've been getting, man. Like last video, I think we're sitting somewhere like 33 views. I've been peeping the analytics, you know what I mean? I want to see, where y'all, where I'm losing you guys. And it seemed like a lot of you guys watched the entire podcast all the way through, and I really appreciate that. I got a bunch of likes on it. I'm like I said, thank you guys for all your support. Make sure you like and subscribe. Check out the links in the description. I'm gonna have RiZiNG Rambo's Instagram in there, Guundar, Twitch, and YouTube up there, man. Please support them as well as they support. I also want to thank you too for coming on and taking your time, and I hope to see all of you guys on the next episode of the Infernal Gaming Podcast. Thank you guys for watching, and have a good rest of your day.